It's time to bring some politics to terraforming Mars. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to review a Terraforming Mars Turmoil. It is, I think I read somewhere that this is the last expansion for Terraforming Mars, so I'm not really sure about that. But this one brings some politics, some interesting new things, so let's take a quick look what you get inside this box. Okay, so let's quickly check out what we have in this expansion. First of all, you have the rulebook. As always, there's pretty good sum of rules here. This is not like the easiest expansion for this game. And then what we have, each player will get these people token in their color, and there's also these gray ones that are neutral, and you have this white cube that you will track which politic is in effect, who is the majority and all that. And let's just put this aside before I show you cards and boards, then we'll talk about these. Okay, so now you have some promo cards that we don't really need. So you get these parties. Actually, these just explain you if this party is in effect, then this policy is happening and this bonus is happening to whoever has the people there in that party. Of course, you get some new corporations, and there's a really nice corporations that do really great stuff. And of course, as always, you get some cards that are tailored especially for these new expansions to work with it. And as you can see, there's more than a few cards here. But then you get the main thing of this game, and it's these cards. And these are the politics that will happen, you will run throughout the game. Now, I will briefly try to explain you, but please go watch some other videos for that, because I'm bad at explaining how the game works. But basically, you will have this deck over here, and once you reveal some of these flavor texts, you will read some of these flavor texts. Some parties will show up, so you will have to put this random guy that just show up, because it tells you he just shows up here, and he is the chairman, for example, now, because there's nobody here. But this board will be populated by these figures of yours that you will have some that you will play for free. One of each color will be here, and you can play them for free on any of these parties that you want to push forward to come in effect. And there's somebody will be the chairman that will get a vote, and you can, all these delegates, these are called delegates, Daniel. All these delegates, rest of them will be here, and you can spend 5 credits to put them somewhere and maybe try to sway the powers in other direction and stuff like that. And these cards will move along, new cards will come, so some other new type of these neutral delegates will show up on different spaces. Now I'm just putting them randomly, like just to give you a little bit of feeling how everything works. And of course, now you are when you decide which party at the start of each turn, or at the end of, I'm not really sure now, I'm a little bit confused, but once you decide at the end of the turn, you will decide which party will be the next party, and depending, for example, if the unity wins, you'll put this policy in effect, and now each of the titanium is worth +1. It's not +3, it's not 3, it's worth 4 when you are trying to buy the cards with titanium or whatever. And as you can see, each of these parties have their own special abilities. So greener is now maybe can give you 4 credits, or you for 10 credits you can increase your energy and heat production 1 step, or your terraforming rating is going up by -3. I'm not really sure now what this one does. I think this one never came in effect, believe it or not. Or when you are covering tiles, or you can spend 10 credits to buy 3 cards if you want to. And this thing is now in effect, because you only now need 26 terraforming rating to claim that goal on the board, because at the end of each turn you will lose 1 terraforming rating. This expansion does that. And basically that is that you will work with this politics board. You will constantly try to wide the powers and try to be the power in effect depending what you have. For example, you maybe want to push for Mars first because you have lots of buildings, lots of cars that have this badge icon, like for example this one that has it, and you can get 1 gold for each one that you have in play. So yeah, and that is basically that's everything that comes with Turmoil expansion. Okay, so that was Terraforming Mars Turmoil. Now, where to start with this one? Okay, I'm a huge fan of Terraforming Mars. I like everything Terraforming Mars, everything, including that Venus Next expansion, even though I don't think that's necessary one to own. But I like it. I like everything. When we are playing Terraforming Mars, we are including everything, every expansion, every card, every promo that we get. We stick in there because we really enjoy Terraforming Mars. It is like to go-to game. When we don't know what to play, everyone can agree, let's play Terraforming Mars. Everybody loves that. So I like Terraforming Mars. I adore it. Every expansion for it, I think it's great. Prelude and Colonies especially. Prelude is by far my favorite expansion. Now this expansion, it brings a lot of new stuff that are really cool, that are really interesting, but at the same time, the game becomes a little bit fiddly because you need to always work with that and constantly change and update things and read some stuff. It has like this feeling that you are vying politics. I mean, the cover itself says everything. It really feels like you are doing a little bit of politics behind the scenes and everything, trying to influence Terraforming Mars. And I like that. I really do. I enjoy this expansion. I enjoy playing it, but it prolongs the game a little bit. And I find that troublesome because at the same time, I don't like that. Now, I'm really in this field where I want to say that you don't really need to have this one, but I don't want to play without it because it brings some new companies, as you saw, some new cards are in here, and it really gives you some extra new challenges, and I like that, and I don't like it at the same time because usually if you are watching this channel for some time now, you usually know when I'm talking about expansions, how I always like to say that I like this expansion because it doesn't prolong the game, it doesn't give like too many new rules and everything. Well, this one does. This one brings some new stuff to it. I'm constantly, I'm really not sure where I'm sitting with this one. I like it. I don't want to play without it, but at the same time, I would understand if someone would say that it's just too much for them. Even though we had a new player when we played this one with this expansion, and the new player got it just fine. So the guy who never played Terraforming Mars, we bombarded him with everything, with colonies, with prelude, with no, we played the base map. We didn't want to overcome him with the new map and everything. But he definitely got it from the first start. He knew how the politics work, how the stuff work. He tried to use it in his advantage a few times. So I don't think it's that complex, but then at the same time it brings lots of new stuff. Now I know I'm repeating myself constantly because I just don't know how to if you like Terraforming Mars, if you really enjoy Terraforming Mars, I think you should not miss out on this one. It brings some new stuff in it and everything. But if you like Terraforming Mars as it is and you want some little bit variety to it, then go with the prelude, maybe colonies, and that's that, stop there. But overall, I think this is a great expansion, a great new type of things that you can do in a game. It really brings a feeling that you are into politics, and I'm not a politics guy. I don't like politics, but in this one I really enjoyed trying to push my agendas to work out for me. I was not successful at it, obviously. Not obviously, but if you play the game with us, you would say that, oh, obviously you were not, because I was really bad at it. But yeah, Terraforming Mars Turmoil. If you like Terraforming Mars and you want more, go for it. If you just want Terraforming Mars to leave it at that kind of casual but still like I don't know, setting, feeling, not sure how to explain it, then maybe skip this one. I'm feeling, when I say skip this game, this expansion, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling wrong. So this is the weirdest review that I have ever done, constantly going in circles, as you can see. So without further ado, get this one. See, I'm choking. Get this expansion if you like Terraforming Mars. You won't regret it. But yeah, that's that. I'll leave it at that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. And if you still didn't subscribe, because we have giveaways on this channel regularly now, and once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we are going to do a huge giveaway, about 30 prizes so far. I'm really not sure. I should maybe do a redo of that video or something. But yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Also, I have a Patreon. Check that one out. There's some extra stuff there. And yeah, that's that. Until next time. Pozdrav. This video was brought to you by philibertnet.com, the game in all its states.